Hi guys, how's it going? I want to go through something real quick on positivity. A lot of people ask about positivity, how do I stay motivated or positive all the time? And firstly, you're not going to feel like that all the time, I can tell you that for sure. You just have to have things in place, and the things in place have to be things that actually are practical and actually work. With a lot of quotes and a lot of things like that, it doesn't really keep you in the long term actually sticking to things. What you'll do is you'll watch a motivational video, you'll read a motivational quote, and it's not really practical because you feel okay for 15 minutes and then you go back to how you were feeling previously. So people must be like, well, how do you stay like that? So I came up with 3 things that are definitely something that I would follow and try. And I would definitely recommend make sure you actually follow these things out and give them a bash, and I promise you'll feel much better for it. So I started with number 1, which was music. I remember I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast a long time ago, and he told a story. He went from his house to his friend's car, and his friend had just broke up with his girlfriend or something like that, and he came into the car and his friend was listening to sad music, and he was like, what the fuck are you listening to, man? So he changed the music and he put better music on, and he completely changed his friends how he felt. And his friend was had been like this for months, and he was like, enough's enough. So he changed it, and he completely changed his friend's mindset. And that's something that a lot of people do, is when they don't feel that good, they'll listen to music that is the same as how they feel, so they'll listen to sad, slow music. And that's definitely, don't do that. Sack that off. Don't do that, and just change your music pattern, put something a bit more upbeat, more positive, put a bit of 50 Cent on, whatever the hell you listen to, and you'll feel much better for it. Okay. Number 2 is breathing. A guy I follow is the Iceman. I'm sure a lot of you have heard of him. The Iceman's amazing. He basically goes through things like breathing in through his nose, out through his mouth, using his diaphragm. And it completely changes his central nervous system. He's got loads of science behind it, and that he's been studying and kind of carrying out. And look at it a little bit more deeper. Obviously that's a kind of very simplistic approach to what I'm saying, but to what it is. So have a read into the guy, the Iceman, and use his information to actually use the breathing techniques that he uses, and I promise you'll feel so good for it. And it'll be something you'll always fall back to in doing if you ever have anxiety or stress, or you ever don't feel that good. Number 3 is posture, something that Jordan Peterson and Tony Robbins always talk about, is keeping your chest up and shoulders back. And it's something that I definitely strongly recommend is making sure that you keep your how you stand in a positive attitude, because that will completely change in how you feel, as opposed to when you're watching a cartoon and someone slouched forward because they're sad, this kind of thing. And that's true, that's actually true. That's what happens to human beings when they don't feel good. They kind of slouch, they lose their posture, you lose that stance. It's like when you meet someone who's really has a good stature, a good vibe, and you don't know why. It's normally because they're right positive, they're strong in their stance. These are the kind of people people want to be around, is because they are, as I said, they're positive in that way, because of the way that they're kind of structuring their chest, their shoulders, and that's something that I definitely recommend as well. So those 3 things I would follow, give them a try. If you are going to try them, please try and follow them out and try them a few times, and if you apply all 3 at the same time, I can guarantee you're going to feel 99% better. So if you get any questions, then please let me know.